Ihop has been bringing so many people over here. It's something. I mean, that place, the first week, they said it made about $80,000 the first week. And it's a good thing for the neighborhood because it's the only Ihop in Manhattan. And people love Ihop. And so many people, a lot of my customers were telling me they couldn't wait for it to open up. And then soon as it opened up, you can tell that it was going to be a success because the lines were around the corner.
Thank you, Pastor. I can't begin to tell you, as a hoodlum that was raised on Lenox Avenue, but we are going through a tremendous economic evolution. And I am so pleased that the mayor didn't just talk about this Ihop, but he talked about jobs.
In retrospect, they're kids from the community, you know, it's better than them hanging on the corner, you know, so, you know, hey, you know, why not? Those are the same kids that come in here and get their hair cut. So they support me, I support them.
Our job is to improve on the legacy that we got. You can go all over the world and tell them you're from Harlem, and they know exactly where you're from. But in order to do this, we have to create a climate where investors, especially community investors, can feel that they are a part of the growth. And that's where the empowerment zone comes in, to make certain that we can have investors that take the risk, but at the end of the day, they're the beneficiaries. And lastly, the Abyssinian Development Corporation has provided an example of how community organizations with public support can bring to vision things like this.
Bring some of the pancakes over to my school over here. How you doing out there? Shinoda's with us.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got him with us too. So we over here still.
All right, now you know I just had some surgery.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump back on the case.
Okay, but you know they still jump. That school went down, brother, but the children over there are suffering. You need to talk to the mayor. IS 172, they're locking the kids in, they're fighting over there. It's sad, bro. It's very sad. That school is going down, bro.
They may have to close.
And they yeah, but they're killing. But the kids were fine. We had them working. We had the parents. It's gone now.
I'm gonna check on it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Please, you all take it easy.
Okay.
I've been as kind to you as I can.
You have been.
You know.
And I've been as kind to you as I can.
I know, but I'm just saying that when we get the hand that dealt us by the Republicans in the House as relates to our city, and they even get rid of our Republican. Well, that's why we shouldn't bring it up. This is a hash. This man is evil in the White House.
Hey, we have a microphone. I'm going to go to my press conference.
It's great. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so many new stores, so many opportunities. I mean, wow. I mean, that building was an abandoned building a couple of years ago.
Big day for Thurgood Marshall because we're going to a new building, and the new building has new opportunities for us, and it's just a big thing for us. We're very happy.
Best behavior, like I expect you to be every day, no matter where we are. We are representing not just Thurgood Marshall Academy, but we're representing what Justice Marshall stood for, and we're representing our entire community.
That are rejoicing, high as the whistling skies. Let it resound, loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the...
Clearly this is important. Opening the school is important to our community. I have a child myself. I have to say, however, I'm a little concerned about a couple of things. And one is that this sort of thing isn't happening more often. The other is, there's a little bit of irony here. The social change is part of its title. What world is going to be waiting for them in our communities? Will they be able to find jobs? Will poverty be alleviated in this community in the way that it needs to? Will they be able to create jobs? Will they be able to live in this community given the level of gentrification and other economic policies that are in place that are affecting their ability to stay here right now.
Where are you going to college?
Florida State University.
And why did you choose Florida?
To interact with a lot of different kinds of people, and being in Harlem, I've basically only got to interact with a certain kind of people.
Will you come back to Harlem?
Of course. It's me. Anybody that goes away, you want to come back to your roots. You want to come back to like what you know. You want to come back to where you're comfortable. So our generation really offers like a plethora of different kinds of people. It's just like you really have some people that are really doing what they're supposed to do. They're really focused on what they're trying to achieve. And then there's other people out here who just aren't really trying to do too much at all. So.
The need to create more schools like that. That shouldn't be the only school in Harlem with that type of quality and stature. They can create more schools like that everywhere. It's just, is the government willing to fund that type of money? Why not? They're the future of America.
What do you think about Harlem?
I like it.
I like
different places.
They have a whole bunch of parks.
It's a peaceful place.
Stop the killing!
It has different.
They need to stop
colleges.
They need to stop the murdering.
What about education?
Yeah, we like it. Stop! I'm gonna get my education. They need to get more people educated.
All right.
They need to stop the
Guess what?
All right.
Faith in the possibilities for the future. Faith in knowing that complete and total liberation will come. Faith in knowing that justice will be done is what has sustained Harlem, communities like Harlem across this nation.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Robert Rubin, Michael Lee Chin, Paula Madison, of course, Ralph Lauren.
We must maintain our hold on God through Christ in order to make sure that we don't lose ground and that we continue to move forward in our press for justice and liberation and freedom.
Condominiums that's coming up around here. There's one up the block that'll be finished in January or February, March. You got condominiums, co-ops everywhere. Condominiums around the corner. It's coming up. There's so many new stores around here, restaurants. 145th Street, you got the new Pathmark with the condominiums and the co-ops there. I mean, you got so many things, so many great things that's happening in Harlem. You know.
I don't see us owning anything here. Even the stuff around what Abyssinia is doing. It started out 15 years ago with Pathmark, supposedly part ownership. That died, and I've not heard anything about ownership anymore.
We leased to Pathmark. Pathmark leases the building where Thurgood Marshall is. Listen, shh, we own that building. Own it. It's the Abyssinian Cultural Building. We lease to the Department of Education and to the Ihop. The Renaissance Ballroom on the corner and the YWCA buildings that surround it, the old Y buildings. We own those buildings. Own, O-W-N. And we are trying to own as much as we can. So nothing happened to it. And I wanted to point out the importance of not just the institution owning, but individual men and women owning.
No one could be more critical than Harlemites about Harlem. And so when the church take the role of advancing the interests of not only black people, but all oppressed people overall, well then it becomes the head church. It becomes the #1 honcho because it took on the #1 in the toughest fights. When we started out, all we had was talk. There weren't ADCs and HCCIs and so forth. But now you can look back for 15 years and see how much has been accomplished, and both of them probably have residential portfolios and commercial portfolios within billions of dollars now. Well, that is an extremely significant accomplishment. To say that you didn't have none but problems when you started out, and now you have resources at the end.
That's it right there. You see this big building on the corner? That's it. By the Ihop.
Next level here?
Yeah, exactly.
It's 135th.
Yeah, 135th. Well, one day I'll get it straight. Probably not in this lifetime.